So here's a little attempt here I'm making at showing you guys an idea that I had that would make using these e-ink devices, and actually any tab device, any device that you have to write on, it'd make life easier. I'm making a video because I don't want this to go, if this idea is good, I don't want just one company to be able to use it and maybe take it for themselves, and then Amazon or books or whoever. I want everybody to be able to use it. I would definitely choose a tablet, an e-ink device that had this feature, because I've never seen anybody use one before, have this idea, or I've never seen anybody ask for this idea. Now the problem I have is writing on a device like this. Oh, and by the way, feel free to use it. Feel free to put it in your app or as part of your operating system. Just don't patent it and then stop other people from using it. That's my main problem with just one company owning this. I want everybody to be able to use it if they want to. Okay, freely. Just go ahead. So here's the idea. Here's a problem. I usually use my e-ink device when I'm on my bed. At night, I sit down, I put this on my lap, and I write down the things that I have to do during the day, and next day, whatever I did tonight, and I'm writing it down. And I'm sure that it's happened to you before, that when you get to the bottom of the page, well, here it's fine. You're writing here. You're writing there, and you've got your hand on the device, and it's easy. Problem is, especially if you're on the desk, that's fine. You can still write down here. But if it's on your lap, now you're just touching the tip of the device on the pen, and it's really hard to do this comfortably. I find that I make a lot of mistakes, and I have to undo it to try to keep some semblance of neatness. So here was the idea. So let's say you're writing, and it's fine until you get to about here, and now there's nowhere to put your hand, and now you're writing, without any kind of support for your palm. If you're on a desk, that's kind of okay. You can still reach the desk. But if it's on your lap, and this is kind of wobbly, it's really, really bad. Try it. You'll see what I mean. If you're working on a park bench or on your bed or sitting on a chair or on your couch, writing down here is just uncomfortable. Well, you could just use infinite scrolling. You just scroll up and write, scroll up and write. But especially on e-ink devices, you don't want to do that, because when you want to find something you've written above, now you've got to scroll down, and then you don't know where it is, and it's all jittery, and very few people actually like using infinite pages, because it's really hard to go and find the information. It's just easier to swipe to the next page, so on and so forth. Well, here's the idea. There's a little line right here. See that? I just drew it with my pen. And you can write. And that indicates that that's halfway through the page. So you just write, and you go past that point. Once you go past that point, I'm going to simulate here that I would just swipe up, and maybe it'll work. There you go. There was that halfway of the page. And now I can still write down here, but it isn't infinite scrolling. And this is the palm support area. So down here you can still, you can still write, and you can write all the way down comfortably because your hand is on the palm support area. When you're done, and you don't write here, I guess you could, but you won't. You shouldn't, because this will never be visible. When you're done doing this, you just swipe to the side, and you're on the next page. And then you can just keep writing. If you ever swipe back, this is not what you get. You just get this view again, plus that other stuff that was written down here, all the way to the bottom. You swipe forward, you get the next page. You swipe back, you get the next page. You never see that bottom part. You never see this. It's just there when you swipe up, So you can write to the bottom of the page, and when you switch to the next page, that disappears. So it's just a way for you to have somewhere to write on, and this is not visible. It's not really part of the document. You're just, I guess you could zoom. There are workarounds, but this is just much easier. You write, you swipe up, you swipe up, in this case. Well, that didn't agree with me. And here it is. You would swipe up, and I don't know why it's not swiping. And then you can keep on down here. Once you go to the next page, you get a brand new page. You write halfway down, you swipe up again, and then you can just keep writing all the way to the bottom. I would find this really, really useful. If you're always writing on a desk, it doesn't make any difference, because you can always, come down here, and I'm still, writing here. It's fine. But if it's on your lap or on your hand, writing here, try it. It's really, really uncomfortable to write without resting your hand on the paper. It's really uncomfortable to do this on the last line. It's just much easier. And I don't know why it's not switching, but it's just much easier to be able to continue here. Blank area, which is not writable, and then just go on to the next page. And continue normally. And then continue normally. When you're done up to here, swipe up again. What do you guys think? I would really, really like to have this feature. Now, this could be put into the OS of the device. It could be put into the Notes app. So I guess it could be any Notes app. It would work on any device. I can't say that it would be really, really easy to implement. Having a page be swiped up halfway like this, I can't see it, from the little that I do understand about programming and this stuff. I can't see it being very difficult to implement. But I can't see it being very, very useful. A lot more useful than some of these other options that they give us. I'd love to be able to have my hand, my palm on the device, when I'm holding it in my hand. I'd love to be able to have, this is resting on my lap. I'd love to be able to be writing down here at the bottom of the page and not down here at the bottom of the page with my hand just hanging out the bottom. This is really uncomfortable. Try it for yourselves. You'll see what I mean. So what do you guys think? Leave some comments down below. I think it'd be a great idea. If anybody's willing to try it, feel free. It's I just would rather not just one company patent this idea, and then nobody else can do it.